MNPHARM.
Hi, my name is Jeff Reinert, and I'm president and co-founder with my partner Dave Roser of MNPHARM. Our mission in life is to advance plant-based medicine. We are seeking $750,000 in convertible debt in $100,000 or greater increments. This debt will get 8% over 3 years, and then at the point of conversion, we'll get a 10% discount on stock. We are currently working with 2 qualified investor groups with these terms. So what is MNPHARM? What do we do? So we are a manufacturer of recombinant proteins for medical research. Not very exciting, except for we do it a little differently. We do it in tobacco plants. Tobacco plants are very transgenic, which means you can express proteins, most proteins, in tobacco plants. It only takes about 7 days to express these proteins, and it's a safer method because of the lack of bacteria in plants. The exciting part about what we're doing, though, is the benefit to the research community. Because of the inexpensive way that we are manufacturing these recombinant proteins, it can save up to 90% the cost that researchers are currently paying for the proteins that they're purchasing. Okay. We were established in 2014. We've been working very hard over the last couple of years, getting all the licenses and patents and IP in place for our protocol. We have proof of concept. We are currently producing proteins, but we are only producing proteins that have already been expressed in tobacco plants. The reason why we're doing that is because we want to succeed. No FDA approval should be necessary with the proteins that we produce because it's for the research community. So that means that as soon as we have proteins that are the right purity and the right chemical structure that is desirous in the research community, we can start selling it, start making revenues, and making all of our investors happy. The protein that we are currently working on is VEGF. It's a regenerative protein. It's used in cancer therapeutics and macular degeneration. It's also used in anti-VEGF, and all regenerative proteins right now are kind of an exploding market. Anti-VEGF market is growing at about $1 billion a year. We are moving our offices. We've been in Maplewood for the last couple of years, and we're going to be occupying new space, moving in February into the old IBM Imation building. They've carved out 150,000 square feet for a biotech incubator. You guys should check it out. It's run by Incubiology. We have 1,200 square feet there, and we feel that we'll be able to do about $2 to $2.5 million in that space. We've had a lot of support over the last couple of years, and it seems to just keep growing. And I think the reason for that is, because of the benefit that we're going to bring to the research market. So I just have one question for you all, and that is, who wants to go walleye ice fishing with MNPHARM?
And what's the use of proceeds on the 700, and who are the bankers you're talking to?
Okay, so we haven't raised any money yet. It's been just Dave and I self-funding over the last 2 years. Dave actually owns a building in Maplewood that we've been occupying, and so it's time to upgrade. It's a nice building, Dave, no offense. And what were the other questions?
Use of proceeds on the 700, and who are you talking to, bankers or something? It seems like you need a banker for such a small amount.
Yeah, use of funds is basically to buy a lot better equipment than we're using right now, R&D, and then some more talent in the labs.
So, go ahead.
What's the status of the IP? I mean, famously, ZMapp, the anti-Ebola virus antibody, 2 years ago, was made from tobacco plants. So clearly,
that's very true. Yeah, you're talking about the Ebola.
Right.
Yes, and just for the folks know, the Ebola scare that was a couple of years ago, that was actually a cure that was made in tobacco plants.
And secondly, what are the advantages of VEGF made in tobacco versus VEGF made by insect cells or human cells?
Well, cost. I mean, right now VEGF is the average that we can tell. Looking at all the suppliers right now is about $4,400 a milligram. And what we're going to be coming out with our VEGF is right around $550 a milligram. So quite a savings. There's a lot of other research that, can't be done because the price is prohibitive. And so I think you're going to see a lot of other research ability just because we can supply a lot at a large volume at a low price.
So
We're in different molecular farming, but we've been doing very dense indoor farming for at least 6 years. So what we've done is taken that technology and your example, what you're mentioning is that company has about 90,000 square feet of greenhouse. We can condense that into 6,000 square feet of warehouse.
so what's
We're out of time, but Andy can ask the question.
Okay.
yeah, real quick question. My question was on cost there, and I think you've answered that well. But my second question was on turnaround time. So, inserting a gene into a bacteria or a cell to produce protein, and then I guess I don't understand how long does it take the plant to grow, produce the protein, and be harvested? So, if I ordered a protein from you today, is it wait 8 weeks while my plant grows, or is there a faster mechanism?
No, we have about 10,000 plants growing right now. And so at the point of infiltration, it's actually 7 days later where the protein's actually expressed. And so then we have a couple of days after that to extract and purify and have it available. Different proteins are different amount of expression time, but it's typically around 7-10 days.
Thank you.